garden friends. Welcome to our cherished homestead. We're back in the raised bed vegetable garden today because we are going to plant our onions and cabbage up for the year.
These onions we started together back in February, and they have been growing on in these same cells just under the grow lights being watered in up until about the last week or so when I brought them outside to harden off out here.
And today is the day we're going to plant these. I'll run through the varieties that we have here that we started. We have our Patterson onions, and I have a few more extra here, which are our storage onions that we always grow every single year. It's a yellow storage onion, and these last us for months and months, so I grow them every year. We also have the Barolo, which is our red onion. These also store for a good 6 months, so I love growing these ones up here as well. And our new ones to me are Walla Wallas, which is a sweeter yellow onion. Very excited. I haven't grown those before. So my plan, if all these fit in here, is I'm going to get all of our onions planted in the same bed. When I get into these, if I have to readjust that, I will plant one of these other varieties into a different bed over here. But for now, I'm going to start with our Pattersons all the way in the back. So the bed these onions are going to go in is actually this bed here. So I'm going to get all these other things moved out of our way. And I'll show you how we're going to plant these onions up about 4 to 6 inches apart. And I'll give you a little up close shot of our snapdragons, a little update. They're looking beautiful, hardening off out here. These ones are a little bit smaller, but they're still doing great out here. And I just have our dianthus out here, also hardening off. Be ready to plant very soon. Okay, so I got my garden gloves. I'm just going to rough up the soil a little bit so that make sure we don't have any of these hard rocks right on the top. And I should have mentioned before, but all of these beds, before I started planting them up for some of our spring seeds that we did just about a week or so ago, all of our garden beds were topped up with a beautiful mix of topsoil and compost 50-50 blend. We do this every year to amend our garden beds, and that is all I do to amend these beds. Just that extra added compost in here because onions are heavy feeders. We could definitely feed them again throughout the year, and I might do that. But I have found in years that I haven't fed these, they have grown just great just by adding in that fresh compost directly before planting. I'm just breaking up any big chunks we have here and just kind of rough it up a little bit. You want it to be a little bit lofty for them to form up nice big bulbs in. And this soil was beautiful when we put it in here. So I know just under this drier surface, beautiful dirt. So I'm going to be planting these about 4 to 6 inches apart. So I'm just got my tape measure here as a reference. And I'm going to kind of be diagonally popping these in between each other as well. You'll see when I get going, I'm just going to make a hole with a Sharpie, just a little divot so I can ease these roots down in here. And I'll show you when we start separating these and getting them into their holes, see how many we end up getting out of this. All right. About 2 inches there. So our first one will go here. So I'm just going to lay out our tape measure and keep that straight. That would be 5 inches. That looks like a good amount of space for them to grow. Get you down in close here. And some of our Patterson onions that I'm going to start in the back with. Pull these out. Oh, you look at all those roots. And all I'm going to do, ease these apart really gently. You can just wiggle these roots around. Slowly pull them all apart. And 4 beautiful looking onions. So I'll show you here. Going to ease these roots in. And you can bury these up just a little ways for stability. Press them in, and we'll get them watered in after this. We've got robins all over in the yard, and they're building a nest on top of our patio. We're going to have some baby robins. They did that last year too. Just working with the onions, you can already smell them. I like the smell of onions, so that doesn't bother me. Now is where I just go kind of approximate. I can see roughly the 5 inches that I did. And I'm going to do that because if they're 4 to 6 inches apart, they're going to have plenty of space to grow. I'll just pop one right in between these two here. And the rough 5 inches apart. We're just going to keep going until the bed's filled. All right, got all of our Patterson onions planted, and in the very front of this bed, I think I have just enough space to do a good row of our Barolo onions. Put my take in the ground here and show you. Pretty red onions are. They're growing. Definitely tell them apart. So I'm just going to see how many I can fit in the front of this bed here. Just work our way down. This entire bed is planted up with our onions and they look beautiful. And we still have a couple of our Barolos left there, you can see, and all of our Walla Wallas. All right, so here's my plan. We got onions here that we just did. Potatoes are going in this bed. That bed there has a variety of different things planted in it. So I think I'm going to pop back to this bed over there and in the very front, do the rest of these onions. And while we're over here, let's give you a little update on our peas. They're starting to come up. So exciting. Okay, same thing here. Just gonna rough up the first couple of rows of this bed. And later we're gonna have tomatoes and peppers planted in here. By the time they put on size, we'll be harvesting these. Usually July. And our tomatoes and peppers don't start putting on tremendous, huge, I mean, they'll put on growth, but they won't put on a huge amount of growth up until late, more in August and September up here. That's when we're harvesting a lot more tomatoes and peppers. So I'll have time to get these onions out, I think, in plenty of time. I planted more than I typically do. I usually just have one full bed of onions, so I'm actually really excited about the fact that we're going to have extra because I only have one onion left from last year's garden. That'll be used up before we're harvesting these, but I will have to buy onions because that is a staple in our home and kitchen. Onion and garlic go in almost everything around here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Finish off our Barolo onions in the very front and then right behind it with the Walla Wallas. Onions are one of my favorite things to plant because usually it's one of the first things that are green out here in the garden that I actually get to see. We do have some peas coming up, but it's the first real plants that we typically get out here. It's always fun when you start watering the garden with actual plants instead of just seedlings in the ground. Oh, and so I was going to mention this before. We're actually, today is April 21st. It's a Tuesday. We typically would have already planted our onions by now in past years, a majority of other years, usually around first 2 weeks of April. But this year we've had some below average temperatures, and while today was about 70 degrees, it was beautiful out earlier. About 4 days ago on Saturday and Sunday night, we had a hard frost. And not only that, but we had, having a hard time getting these ones apart, but we had feel like temperatures, which you're not from the north. That just means when the wind starts coming in, especially from the north, the air temperature is going to feel colder than the actual temperature. And the feel like temperature was 11. And so I just thought, I don't know about planting all of these before it. I know that onions are cool season. Same with cabbage, a lot of these other things. And my peas and everything did just fine. They were pretty much underneath the soil still at that point. But I just kind of thought, I'm going to trust my instinct and just wait it out. I've been growing these since February. I'm going to give them the last 2 days. And I didn't get out here yesterday, but today, perfect day for it. And so, pretty much, we're going to be planting our cauliflower and broccoli right after this because that's usually the last 2 weeks in April. And the Brussels sprouts, I think, too, will come out. And we'll really be getting some stuff out here. And I have mentioned before, but I use as a reference almost every year because I can't remember every single year all of the crops and when they go out. I kind of you get more seasoned year after year and start remembering. But I use the Old Farmer's Almanac. Go right online on their planting guide, type in your zip code, and it'll come up with those rough planting dates, like I said, which are the dates that I was referencing for those first couple weeks of April planting these onions. And it has a whole list of other crops on there. But like I said, use your gut instinct. Those are just rough planting dates. It's not hard and fast dates. And while these plants may have been just fine out here in those temperatures, I wasn't willing to risk that just in case. And you kind of get used to what the weather feels like when you're planting some of these spring crops out. Put the Walla Walla tag right after that. So we didn't quite get an entire row. We're a couple shy, but that's okay. Like I said, you'll be able to tell the difference between the red onions and these Walla Wallas once they're growing. Just going to get all of these out and separate and just finish up. We might have a decent part of a bed of onions in this one too. Might have to revamp the garden plan a little bit. Do you guys ever do that? I draw up a little picture, a diagram of where I want everything to go in the garden, the total plan, and then grow too many things, or things just have to get moved around and we figure it out as we go. I might need to get a couple containers for maybe some peppers because I've filled up a few of these front beds further than I normally do in the years past. But that's okay. I always find places to grow these things. And we could absolutely put peppers and tomatoes in the ground if I had to. I just find that a lot of our vegetables do so much better in these raised beds with this amended soil. We've been working on amending the yard throughout years where we've been planting, but not quite there yet. They just don't seem to do quite as well. So, still an option. They always produce, just not as well as what comes out of these garden beds every year. Some of these are really, there we go. Once you get one, you can usually pretty easily, gently get them apart. Right, all the Walla Wallas planted, and they took up about half of this bed, but that's okay because I still have room plant behind it quite a few tomato or pepper plants. These are all looking really good. I'm going to get everything watered in. Okay, before I water everything in though, I'm going to get those couple of cabbages planted that we have. Okay, so we're at the bed that's right in front of the bed. We just put our Walla Wallas in. The only other thing we have planted in here right now is our carrot seeds that we planted last week sometime. Nothing's coming up yet, but it will soon. And I'm going to do 2 of our ruby cabbage in the very corners of both of these beds. And they'll just kind of cascade out the front eventually, I hope. I might pop one green one in the center so we have the red, green, red. So we're just going to plant up our 2 ruby perfection cabbage. You can see how pretty these are. So this was our promise variety of green cabbage. It's a storage cabbage. They look really good. Let's get one in the center here. Pick out a good looking one. All right, here are the cabbage all planted up, so pretty in this bed. It always feels so good to get some plants out here. Our onions back there still looking great. And this full bed of Patterson onions. While we're out here, look at how much the garlic's come up just in that short amount of time. I showed you these when we were planting seeds a week ago. They were really small, so that is really fun. All right, friends, got everything done I wanted to get planted today. You can see the sun is just starting to go down. Beautiful sunset back there. I'm going to get all these things watered in, and as always, I will keep you updated on all these things as they're growing throughout the garden. And soon we're going to get all the rest of these lovely things into their own little space in the garden as well this year. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I'm going to get my stuff cleaned up out here, get all these things watered in that we just planted. And if you want to watch any videos where we started any of these seeds, I will pop those here for you to enjoy. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. We'll see you in the next one.